What's up, guys? Today's video, we're gonna talk about my Corsa headers and my Corsa catback extreme. Can you hear that? That's the, turn the AC on, it's fucking hot. Shit. That's the, I don't know if it'll even work. It's gonna work? I don't know. It looks like it's gonna work. The AC, the reason why the AC might not work, I can feel a little bit more actually, is, look at that. I have the all that shit taken out. That'll be for another video when I get everything back. But like I was saying, is my headers, Corsa long tube headers. The cold start you guys just heard was with the headers, and I don't have no more. Then I'm on the car for about 3 months. Love the sound, love the noise, all that good stuff. I don't know why people stop when they don't have a fucking stop sign. Jeez Louise. I took them off because they hang extremely bad, and I didn't like that at all. I should probably put on my seatbelt before I started this shit. Whoo, it's hot. Yeah, they hang extremely low, and I'm on airbags. Okay, the main reason why was because I got airbags for a reason, to be show, and I can't be show if my airbags hang so low that I go to air out and I look like I'm on springs, because my headers hang that low to where it doesn't even let me air out, and my car's literally sitting on the header. So I was kind of worried about that. And it already looked bad being my back wheels tucking, my front wheels barely even touching fenders. So it literally looked like I was back on my Ibach, but I don't know what the fuck people call them, sport lines. So with that being said, I got rid of the headers. Being all the way, I could only go down at 52 psi max, and that was with me sitting my 4,500 pound car on the headers. That's not good, you know. I'm not into the racing no more. I mean, I'll do a little bit of Mexico action here and there, but other than that, like, I'm not going out drag racing, doing all that. As soon as I put the airbags on, I told myself I was still going to race, and I stopped completely. Do I miss it? Yes, I do. But I was tired of breaking shit. After going through 2 differentials and 3 pairs of axles, spending all that money for pretty much no reason, kind of told myself never mind about that. So for now, I took off the long tubes. Do I recommend them if you're not going to lower your car? Yes. Even at stock height, I was going at I was driving around on 110 psi, which is about 2 inches higher than stock height, and I would still have to go over speed bumps and all that slow or to the side, because the header literally hang that low. My buddy has a Hellcat and cooks headers the exact same way as mine, and you'll see how, and they were not you'll see how but they hung just as low, and he was on stock height, and he even hates that he can't get into his driveway unless he goes up to the side, like how I was saying. So that's the only shitty thing about the long tubes, is they just hang. But other than that, I don't hear a difference from the Corsa Extreme and the Corsa headers. The only difference in sound would be startup freaking monster. But other than that, I mean, at peak RPMs, I think without the headers, it's a little bit louder. It has more of like a scream. If that makes sense. It's kind of weird. Do I feel power loss, power gain, anything like that? With the headers, I gained 10 psi 10 horsepower with the headers. Kind of shitty, to be honest. So of course I didn't feel it, but what I did notice now going back to the stock headers is it's not as torquey. But other than that, that's about it. If you want to buy them, sure, why not buy them? If you're willing to spend the cash and all that good stuff. But if you're on airbags and you want to tuck your wheels and do all that good shit stuff, whatever, recommend not to get them. So I'll show you now what it looks like with the headers being on. I'll show you what it looks like with the headers hanging down now, and you'll even see what I'm talking about. But that pull I just did, the little bit, I don't think I was saying a word. The little bit of a pull I just did, that was with just the stock headers and catback extreme. I love the catback extreme. Best exhaust system out there, period. All right, guys, stay tuned for what I'm about to show you. Peace. So that's the car at 80% PSI. Now I'll lower it. I can only go down to, is that 58? Watch. So it moved up just a little bit because it does have like the sensors. So when I first had the headers on, I had it actually lower than 58. I had it at 45. And it would, boom, you would hear the headers hit the floor. So that's why I started rolling around, or when I air out. But it sucks, as in, watch. Look how much my back tucks and my front tucks. Tuck's kind of messed up. You know, I could go lower in the back, but I'm trying to make it look somewhat even. I don't know. Headers are cool and all, but I think it's time to move on. I like the airbags more.